Hello, everybody, and yes, it's been a while, I know, but yes, it's my Christmas holiday break took a bit longer than expected, shall I say? No, the reason, well, obviously, I mean, the reason I took time off over Christmas was because obvious reasons. I was working a lot. I had family round and whatnot things, and it was really nice and everything. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, but I just didn't have time to do any videos. And then New Year sort of came and went, and I don't know what it was. I just lost. I just didn't have the motivation to get back into making videos. Yeah, unfortunately, so that's why I've been away for so long. Right. Um, Now, of course, since then I have got some more games. So let's get started. Right. Well, actually, before I do, I should point out that um, March Game Box have shut down. The reason being for the reason being for them shutting down is unfortunately they had a few. Unfortunately, they had a lot of problematic customers, basically being idiots and stuff and things, and therefore they decided that we're not going to take any of that shit. We're going to shut that. We're going to shut down. So I will post in the description below what they posted up on their website, but I'll also post a link to their site below as well. So that is a bit of a shame. I really enjoyed being with them. They did make some really good boxes. I mean, obviously not all boxes were brilliant. In particular, my October box, which I did think was a bit naff. But a lot of the time they did produce some really good boxes. They did their very best to stick to what I told them, what sort of games I liked and whatnot, and so it was a really good fun little service. Um, and it's really and it's just such a shame they closed down. So I will be keeping an eye out for similar services. I know the US has got a couple of similar services available, but they only ship to the US. That's the problem, and of course they only take NTSC. Um, but I will be keeping an eye out for some UK based ones if anyone come up in the future, because I like the idea of getting a mystery package every month. So despite the fact I've got quite a few games for a few of the consoles, but anyway, let's get down to it. Right now, of course, some of you may know I've been collecting Game Gear games slowly but surely. But last month I went on a bit of a binge, shall I say, and I bought quite a few Game Gear games. I think I paid about £50 worth. But anyway, let's go through them. Right, the first game I got here is Global Gladiators. Yeah, this is a port of the old 16-bit game starring the McDonald's Global Gladiators from the 90s, if you remember them. Yeah, not bad little platform game. It's not bad. I think this was definitely better on the older the Mega Drive and things though. It was more suited to the Mega Drive. The Game Gear version is it's a good effort. Right, okay. Next one is, now I'm not a big fan of sports titles, but obviously as part of the collection I've got to get a few sports games, haven't I? So if you're looking to get a complete collection, this next one I picked up was World Class Leaderboard Golf. Now I did used to play the original leaderboard on the Commodore 64 years ago. Used to have quite good fun with that game. So far from what I've played this, I've not played this very much, but it's pretty good. It plays just like the old leaderboard did, and yeah, and it's really good. So if I do cough a bit, I have actually got a bit of a cough. Okay, the next game I've got here is Cool Spot. Once again, another promising little platform game. Not bad at all. Right, and next one I got is The Little Mermaid. Yeah, this one's not very good. There you go. I think I've said enough. It's basically like it's basically sort of like a junior version of Echo the Dolphin, shall I say? This one you play as either Ariel or Trident, and I've not played as Trident yet, but I did play as Ariel for a bit, and basically you go around and you have to go around collecting all these people, mermaids who are like lost souls, sort of thing. The problem with this game is that it's hardly got any polish to it. The frame rate is really jerky. Controls, I can't remember if the controls were any responsive or not, but it just, from what I remember, it just didn't. It just needed a bit more polish, shall I say? So there you go. Right, next one I picked up was a rather unusual puzzle game, Factory Panic. Yeah, it's sort of a bit of a strange one, this. But this one, it's like you just go around, and it's like you have these things on like a conveyor belt, and basically you have to get the items to the right place and whatnot and things. I've not played this one an awful lot, but it's a very unusual puzzle game, but not bad from what I've played of it so far. Okay, next one I got this on the Master System, and it's an absolute classic on that. So really chuffed to get the Game Gear version. Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap. Yeah. The Game Gear version does have a few sort of minor cosmetic differences between this one and the Master System. There's a few like little minor changes, but it's Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap. What more do you want? Great game. So, right. Next one I picked up was Super Space Invaders. Very good, like take on the old Space Invaders, the original Space Invaders game. And this one's really good fun. This one could be. This was probably one of the cheapest ones I bought. Mind you saying I bought them all pretty cheap. So because that's the great thing about Game Gear games. They're not expensive at all. There's only a very few like expensive games, and even then they only go up to about the £30 mark usually if you just want the cartridge. But yeah, Super Space Invaders, really really cool. Great little shoot 'em up. I like that one. Next one I got is a great arcade classic, and this is a really good version of it as well. Marble Madness. Excuse me. Yeah, Marble Madness. It's the old Atari arcade game whereby you basically control a marble going down a maze, and you have to do it in a set time. Decent version actually. This one's pretty good, and it's a classic arcade game. So there you go. Okay, right. Okay, next I have Strider Returns. Yeah, this is the sequel to Strider that US Gold and Tietex made. It's rubbish. Yeah, it's really not good. That's enough said about that one, I think. Right. I also got this one. This is the only one that came in a plastic case. Let's just open it up and show you. We got Dragon Crystal. Yeah, this is some kind of like roguelike RPG. Basically you wander around, and as you walk around, the area is sort of like shown to you. And it's I've not played this one too much, but from what I gather, it's a pretty decent little RPG game. So yeah, looking forward to sitting down and playing this one a bit. Okay, next up we have Ecco the Dolphin. I did have Ecco the Tides of Time originally for the Game Gear. Well, I've still got it, and of course I have this on the Mega CD as well. Well, I did have the Mega Drive cartridge version of it at some point, but got rid of it. But yeah, this is the Game Gear version. It's Ecco the Dolphin. Yeah, it's not bad. Maybe a little bit too, maybe a bit dull for my tastes, but yeah, Ecco the Dolphin. There you go. Right. Right. This one, unfortunately, this one I did get in the bundle of games because I think a few of the games I've got here. I think I got, because I did get some of these games in a bundle, which cost me about £8, you know, which is pretty cheap. But this was unfortunately one of the games that came with it, and unfortunately I already have this game, and that is Shinobi 2: The Silent Fury. It's a great game, but I've already got it, so I might have to give this away to a friend or something. Right, now there is one more game I know I do have. I think I've still got it plugged into the Game Gear. Oh yes, here I have. I also picked up, this is the last Game Gear game, Primal Rage. This is probably the most expensive one I paid. This was just about £8 on its own. Yeah, Primal Rage. It's a bit worn at the top there, as you can see, but condition-wise. But Primal Rage, it's not a bad version. My only gripe with this is that it's missing one of the characters, Vertigo, despite the fact that he appears in the intro. So, yeah. So a bit of an oversight for the Game Gear version. They completely took him out. But fun played of it. It's Primal Rage. I actually do like Primal Rage. I know some people don't like it that much. I think it's an alright fighting game. Hey, come on, come on. It's a fighting game with dinosaurs. What more do you want? That's probably why I like it. Dinosaurs. Right, so that's there you go. That's my Game Gear collection update. So yeah, I bought a whole load of games. I think the total cost of the set was about £50. I think just under £50 I paid total. So yeah, so I got loads and loads of games for that. Right, okay, right, not finished yet. There's a few other formats. Right, now obviously Christmas has come and gone. You're probably wondering, did I get any retro games or anything like that for Christmas? Well, sort of. I did get one computer game, which it's not an old game. It's a brand new game. It is, but it's for an old system. We have. This is actually one that my dad gave to me because he knows I like my old text adventures and whatnot and things. But he got me for Christmas Athanor. This is the first. This is the first part. This is the first in the. This is the first in the series, shall I say? Part one being the Awakening. This one came all the way over from France, and as you can see, it's in a nice sort of like LP sort of gatefold sort of style packaging. It's the front cover artwork, very nice. Basically, it's a text adventure. Basically set in like the 12th century. You basically play as like it's set in 12th century Italy. You're basically playing as a monk, and the idea is you have to go around this abbey trying to solve all these clues and its mysteries and whatnot things. Never didn't quite finish. I haven't finished this one yet. It's quite a tough. It's quite a tough and very challenging game. In fact, I haven't even mentioned what system this is for yet, but it is for. There's the old 5¼ inch floppy. It's for the Commodore 64. So yeah, they do other versions of the game as well. They're actually planning to release a version for the VIC-20 as well, which they are working out at the moment, but they're having to fix a few bugs and whatnot things. We were actually going to hold out for that version, but in the end we went for the Commodore 64 version because it came out first. So yeah, once again, really nice artwork on the inside. There's a bit of text there as well. You can pause it and read it if you want to. Yeah, so there we go. There's the old. There's the floppy disk with the manual. And right now, it doesn't just end there. There's actually some physical goods in here as well, which I will show you right now. Basically, there's a lot of some of the old computer games from like the 80s and whatnot and things. Yeah, back in the day, you used to get lots and lots of goodies with them, and that's one aspect of the game. Oh, I'll just drop something. Yeah, that's one aspect of a lot of modern games that I do miss. I mean, obviously nowadays you can buy things like limited editions and whatnot things, but this was standard pretty much back in the day. Unless you bought, say, like a budget game or an RPG, not an RPG, an arcade game or something, you know, something which didn't really need any extra goods. But if you bought like an adventure game or something, chances are you get goodies like these. Like this. First off, you have a little tile map of the game, so you don't get lost. So there you go. But nice sort of like etched, nice sort of like sketchy sort of artwork there. Very nice. Right, we have a few, and we have some tile-based clues. Basically, if you get stuck in the game, these little cards give you like hints. Most of them throw into various puzzles and whatnot. So there you go. There's some nice bits of artwork here. Very nice. Oh, the key. Yes, I solved that puzzle. I mean, it's just things like if you get. So it's just. I mean, it's just things like you know, sometimes these pictures here, they show things like question marks on the wall and whatnot things, and and basically you in the game you would say like examine the wall, and something would happen, because the game's text description doesn't give you that. So there you go, some nice artwork there. Yeah. So Yeah, there's the key. Yeah, very nice. Sorry if you didn't get to see all those. It's quite tricky when you're filming on camera because it's like it's in reverse. So yeah, there we go. Nice. Just having another quick run through. Nice little bits of artwork. So yeah, very good. So there you go. There's some nice tile clues there. You've also got snake skin as well. This one's got an individual code on it because what you do in the game is when you go and find it, when you go and find the snake skin, you pick it up. You basically ask to type in that number. It's like a form of like copy protection. So yeah, very crafty, but it's yeah. So there you go. So obviously you do need these to play the games, to play this game. Hence that's why you can only buy this game as a physical release. Because if you just bought a D64 image of it, it's playing an emulator. You basically wouldn't have access to all the clues, and you wouldn't even have this, so you wouldn't be able to get past this bit. So yeah, so you really do need the clues to actually be able to sit down and play this game. There's also one final clue here, which I've never opened. You don't open this until the end of the game. And so yeah, that's all the physical goodies you get with it. I did actually print off something extra because there's this one little oversight with this. It doesn't give you a list of verbs, but fortunately on the on one of the forums, I think that this is the forum that my dad found out about this game. You could they actually printed off a list of accepted verbs, which they didn't actually supply with the original game for some reason, not even in the manual. So I just basically typed up a whole list. These are all accepted verbs in the game. So there you go. If you want me to do some gameplay footage of it, I will. It might not be the most exciting game to look at to watch because it is just a text adventure with graphics. But nevertheless, if you want me to do a video on this, let me know in the comments. So let me know in the comment section below. So right, so that is Athanor for the Commodore 64. Yeah, great game. So far from what I played of it. Perhaps my only gripe with it at the moment, obviously aside from not having the list of printed verbs, list of accepted verbs in the manual or anything like that, one major gripe is the no save feature. Yeah, you literally have to sit down and play this adventure game. It might not be the longest adventure game ever, but if you get but it can be troublesome when you get really stuck on a puzzle like I have. And basically, it's like if you get stuck on it, you basically have to leave your computer on forever, essentially. And if you do decide to turn it off and turn it all back on, you've got to start the adventure again. So yeah, so that's the only real oversight of this one. But yeah, once again, I will post below where you can get this game from and order it if you really want a copy of this game. They do it for other formats as well, the Atmos, the Amstrad CPC even. But yeah, so there you go. That is Athanor. Right. Now, the other day I managed to pop into Guildford Town Centre, and they've got a CEX there. I always go in there see if I can pick up some cheap PS2 games, because yeah, I do love playing my PS2 from time to time, and I picked up 5 PS2 games for £7 for a total price of £7.50, and here's what I got. Okay, I got this was 75p. Space Invaders Invasion Day. A friend of mine recommended. My friend of mine always sort of like went on about this for a bit and said it was really good if you like your arcade games and whatnot. So I thought 75p, I'll give it a go. It's in pretty good shape, in fact. And there's your disc, and it comes with the manual as well. So it's 75p. I did sit down and play this a little bit last night, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's good fun. It's basically think Space Invaders, but you basically, instead of playing as a little ship, you're playing as a human being, and basically the idea is that you're just hiding around dustbins and cars and things, basically trying to shoot down these aliens. It's got a real sort of good coin up quality to it, and it really does become really busy. It does get quite challenging later on. Otherwise, I did manage to sit down and finish this. I finished the story. Probably because the things for this one, you do get infinite continues when you do the story mode, but obviously when you use up continue, it resets your score. So it's more about getting the high score of anything. But yeah, this one's pretty good. 75p. I picked this one up, and it's really good. I might do a video on this at some point in the future if I can get it to work in the emulator, because I still haven't unfortunately got a capture card yet. I need to get around to doing that. Okay, then I got Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. It's Super Monkey Ball. What more do you want? It's the classic, the old. Basically, the idea is that you play as a monkey in a ball, and basically you move around by tilting the levels, collecting all the bananas and things, and just trying to get to the goal. Simple little sort of arcade puzzle type game. Really good fun, and it's got lots of mini games and whatnot and things. So yeah, PlayStation 2 version. It's not bad. It's actually still pretty good fun. It's Super Monkey Ball. What more do you want? This one is there's no manual, but yeah, this one I think this is the most expensive one. I think I paid about £3. Yeah, this was the most expensive one. Alright, next one I picked up, which is I just picked this one up for a laugh. From what I played of it, it is pretty terrible as it looks. You know. But this one was only 75p, and I thought it'd be a laugh. See what this one's like. But we have Masters of the Universe, He-Man, Defender of Grayskull. So yes, if you remember the old He-Man cartoon and stuff from the 80s, yeah, it was a fun little cartoon. But yeah, it's an action game, pretty average. The graphics are really not that good. Control-wise, it's a bit iffy. Level design's not great either, shall I say? But there you go. Disc and manual. It's a bit the box. I think the box and the manual have seen better days, but it's He-Man. 75p. It was worth a laugh. So there you go. Right, next one is now the funny thing is I didn't even realise this was on the PS2 until I saw this. Yeah, this one I had absolutely no idea. But we have Virtua Cop Elite Edition. This is basically Virtua Cop 1 and 2 on the same disc. It does have support for light guns and things, but unfortunately I don't have a suitable telly to play light gun games, I'm afraid. So this one I'm just playing with the joypad, which you can do, and it's Virtua Cop. Never actually played. Believe it, I'd never played Virtua Cop before this. Obviously, I knew about it back in the day, but I didn't unfortunately see it in the arcades. Unfortunately, I didn't come across very many arcades that had it, I think. And it was obviously released on the Saturn. Never had a Saturn back in the day either, so I never got to play this until now. So there you go. So yeah, Virtua Cop Elite Edition. Right, and the next one is a sequel. I didn't actually realise until when I saw this that I thought, oh yeah, this game did have a sequel, didn't it? Sequel. The original one is a really, really, really good game, but it's really, really tough. But I managed to pick up the sequel to this game. We have Maximo Army of Zin. Yeah, I've had the original Maximo game for quite some time now. In fact, I've got it sitting over there on my bed, actually, because I've been sitting now playing it on the PS2. Because obviously, after seeing and buying this, it made me want to sit down and play the original first before playing this one. Obviously, I had booted this one up just to see if it works and things, and it, the thing is, the original game is a really, really good game, but Jesus Christ, it's hard. It's tough as old boots. But this one, unfortunately, it's not complete. It's missing the manual. But yeah, likewise, I've been looking for this one for. What am I saying? I've been looking for this one for quite some time. I only just remembered that it had a sequel, so obviously I wouldn't have been searching for it. But there you go, Maximo and the Army of Zin. So that's those PS2 games. So 5 of those. So Virtua Cop Elite Edition, Master of the Universe, He-Man Defender of Grayskull, Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, Space Invaders Invasion Day, and Maximo vs Army of Zin. So yeah, £7.50 I paid for all that. Right, now There is one more game. I've left this one till last. This is probably my best pickup. Aside from one other thing which I'll mention at the end of this video, but I bought this game off eBay. Slightly cheaper than a PAL version would normally cost. Yeah, because this is the NTSC version I've got. But it's a great game. It's considered one of the best SNES games of all time, and it is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time. Yes, I finally got around to getting a copy of this. This one I paid about half the price of a PAL copy. PAL copy's ridiculous. It's about £60-70. This one I paid I think it's about 35. I think I might pay for it. So it's still quite expensive, but it's cheaper than how much a PAL version would be. Obviously, I do have to play this one on a converter. So it won't. So unfortunately, it's an NTSC game. Basically, obviously having to slow down for PAL. But it's Ninja Turtles. What more do you want? And it's Turtles in Time. It's a classic game. Really, really is. Right, now, aside from all those games, I did actually get a console as well. But it's a console which I've already got. So you're probably thinking, yeah, why did I buy a console that I already had? Well, the console I did buy was a Sega Mega Drive. It's a Model 1 as well. But the reason why I bought this one is because I hadn't actually been looking into for quite some time getting my normal Mega. I'd looked, for God's sake. Oh dear. I'd been looking for quite some time into getting my Mega Drive modded to play like 60Hz games and all games from all regions. But in the end, I actually found out it was cheaper for me to just buy one that's already been modded and then sell my old one. And I managed to pick up a Model 1. It's currently sitting over there all plugged in at the moment. And it does what what it's supposed to do as well. Play games from all regions and whatnot. And the cartridge slot's been widened as well to basically fit the Japanese cartridges. I don't actually have any Japanese cartridges at the moment. I've got an auction for one ending today, which I'll show you in my next collection update video. And well, the thing with this Mega Drive is that it does work. It does work exactly how the seller how the seller explained. Basically, it's got what they call a switchless modification, whereby if you've got a game, say for example, that's not PAL, you plug it in, you switch on, it comes up with a message saying developed only for NTSC systems. You can get around with this Mega Drive. You can get around that by simply by setting the region, but through pressing and holding the reset button. And what it is, the power LED light will change. It's I think it's red for PAL, green with a hint of red for NTSC US, and then it's like a bright green for Japanese games. So you set it to the right region, and then you'd press reset, and it would change the Mega Drive to that region, so your game will run. The only issue I've got with it at the moment is one detail I did miss out is that when you press no reset and you change it from PAL to any of the NTSC regions, it automatically goes from outputting 50Hz PAL to the TV to 60Hz NTSC to the TV. The only problem is that, from what I've found out, some modern televisions don't really like the 60Hz given out by these modded consoles. Probably because the reason why it works for like PlayStation 2 games and whatnot that support 60Hz and things is because when the PlayStation 2 switches to 60Hz, it sends the proper signal to the TV to change to 60Hz. The Mega Drive, when you tell it to output 60Hz, it doesn't truly send out 60Hz, if you know what I mean. It's like 59.8 or something like that, and it basically causes the modern tellies, their upscalers, to basically get into a bit of a hissy fit. And some televisions will carry on display the image in black and white, even though they're 60 hertz capable tellies, or some TV systems like mine, you'd have to wait ages for it to stop flickering. It would sort of like it would flicker for either quite some time, or it would change straight away. And then what happens? Eventually it will stop. Eventually, my telly, it will stop flickering. But then, and yeah, you get an image that's full screen and in colour, but you'd only be able to play the game at 30 frames a second. So, it does work, but unfortunately with modern televisions, it didn't work as well as I'd hoped. I'm still happy with it. I shall do a proper video on it in the future. But and obviously I'll show you the issues that it has. And well, likewise. So likewise, like I said, I'm happy with it. So anyway, I'm getting lost for words now. So anyway, that is enough of me waffling on. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been going on for a bit. I mean, it's like half an hour now, isn't it? I do tend to sort of waffle on, don't I, sometimes? But anyway, that is enough of me rabbiting on. More videos are coming up very soon. I shall hope we get around to doing an update video for my Toon Crazy channel, for those who do subscribe to that. Obviously explain my reasons. Obviously unfortunately I've got some reasons for not doing any videos on that, which I will explain in the video when I get around to doing it. But anyway, that is enough of me waffling on. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye for now.